Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing very well. My name is Marty and today we are here watching The Day the Earth Stood Still from 1951. If you didn't know, we watch a lot of classic films here on the channel. So excited to see this. Heard so much about this film. Without further ado, if you'd love to check out the full uncut reaction, you can see it over on the Patreon page or as a YouTube member as well. But without further ado, this is The Day the Earth Stood Still from 1951. Oh, that's slightly different. I've got more surround sound to what I'm used to with the film of this age. It's just remastered audio.
The day the earth stood still.
I love the theremin music. Here in the UK, we've got a show called Midsummer Murders, and that's just full theremin for the intro. Film editor William Reynolds. I re-edit the entire film, so it only makes sense shouting them out.
Call headquarters. Get the lieutenant.
Holy Christmas! That thing's doing about 4,000.
That can't be aircraft. Must be a buzz bomb.
I love UFO stuff. One of my favourite films being Fly the Navigator.
Reports are coming in from all over the empire.
The BBC as well.
The government has not yet issued any statement. There actually is a large unidentified object circling the Earth.
We still don't know what it is or where it comes from, traveling at a rate of 4,000 miles an hour. This is not another flying saucer scare.
We interrupt this program to give you a bulletin just received from
This reminds me of War of the Worlds.
at supersonic speed is headed over the North Atlantic.
There is anxiety and concern. No outward sign of panic. There are signs of normalcy. The beautiful spring weather, the tourist crowd around the public monuments and other buildings.
The only thing I think is slightly different to what I think would actually happen in the news reports is when I heard the BBC word, I don't believe the BBC was using RP in this, but they were, I think, in reality, weren't they, at this point? Oh, wow. Did they do sky replacement for that? And also shut down huge areas of the outside to get cast members and extras on the ground. What would your reaction be if you saw this? I would be in awe, but running at the same time. But I don't know where I'd run to. Get in the car, drive. Oh, we've even got shadows. The UFO just looks like a metal dish, you know, like what you put dog food in. Wonder how close to reality this would all be if it happened. I've never seen a tank skid before. They don't go that fast, do they? Enough to skid.
I want to speak to the president. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, for the very latest information on an amazing phenomenon.
Is that superimposed on the TV as well?
Government and Defense Department officials are concerned by reports of panic.
I say that because TV is slightly different contrast to the actual shot.
And so far, there is no reasonable cause for alarm. Rumors of invading armies and mass destruction are absolutely false. We still do not know where it came from.
Outer space. It was superimposed.
And have thrown a cordon around the ship. Behind the police lines, there's a huge crowd of curiosity has taken every precaution. Every eye, every weapon is trained on the ship. It's been that way for 2 hours. Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen, I think
something's coming out of the ship. If you guys have seen Flight of the Navigator, I still love the opening of the ship. It's reminding me of it because of the opening of the ship. Look, all of this is... It wouldn't have been digitally added. This is obviously, that's a physical thing, but a minute ago... Just takes off the helmet. No, Shazbot. That's Star Trek.
We have come to visit you in peace and with goodwill.
Of course you would say that, and then attack. Oh, gun. No, actually, it's a garden ornament. It's like a garden thing you put in the ground and it lights up. Oh, that did look like a weapon. Oh, it's human-like. Yeah, it looks like a garden light. Solar garden light. He's probably who you should be worried about. It's like RoboCop. Oh, gee. I did not expect that. Oh, just stop with the... Is it going to disappear? Oh, yes! I love the effect work done on this. Cut back and it's now disappeared, or is it... How did they... I'm thinking for back in those days, how did they do that? Matte painting of the guns in front, and then like a matte cut out of the guns, and then they just disappear, like they did with the ship.
It was a gift for your president.
But what is it?
He could have studied life on the other planets.
Take him to Walter Reed Hospital right away.
Right in there, Mr. Harley.
My name is Harley, Secretary to the President. Your name is Mr. Klaatu?
Klaatu.
I need hardly point out that your arrival was something of a surprise.
No warning?
Had you been traveling long?
About 5 months. Your months.
You must have come a long way.
About 250 million of your miles.
How many?
Naturally, we are very curious to know where it is you come from.
From another planet.
Really?
Let's just say that we're neighbors.
It's rather difficult for us to think of another planet as a neighbor.
I'm afraid in the present situation, you'll have to learn to think that way.
The present situation?
Is there going to be a war?
I mean the reason for my coming here.
Would you care to talk about it?
I'd be glad to. Not now, of course, with you alone.
Oh.
It concerns all the people on your planet. I want to meet with representatives from all the nations of the Earth.
Is he trying to warn of a war between his planet and ours?
I travel 250 million miles.
Our world at the moment is full of tension and suspicions.
Is this around the Cold War? Sorry, I don't know when the Cold War was.
It concerns the existence of every last creature on it, and I suggest a meeting of all the chiefs of state.
Believe me, you don't understand.
It's not that easy.
They wouldn't sit down at the same table.
I don't want to resort to threats, Mr. Harley. I merely tell you that the future of your planet is at stake.
I'm going to look up really quickly when the Cold War was. Cold War, yeah, was 1947. At least I think so. That's it's Cold War start date. I'm so sorry, I don't know that about history.
The giant robot still hasn't moved. Found his huge body impregnable. They're now concentrating on the ship itself.
I saw the ramp go through the side of the ship right here. Now I can't even find a crack.
That's because it's science fiction, my boy.
What's the report? We've tried everything from a blowtorch to a diamond drill.
Again, reminded me of Fly the Navigator when he can't get in.
Has he moved, Sergeant? No, sir, not an inch.
This is the toughest material I ever saw, General. For hardness and strength, it's out of this world.
I can tell you officially that's where it came
It is. Outer space.
Skeletal structure is completely normal. Tests show the same for the major organ. And the lungs are the same as ours.
Is it like a replica of human?
That must mean a similar atmosphere. How old do you think he is? Say 35, 38. Told me this morning he's 78. Life expectancy is 130. Well, how does he explain that? Says their medicine is that much more advanced. He made me feel like a third-class witch doctor.
I removed a bullet from that man's arm yesterday. I just examined the wound and it's completely healed. Said he put some salve on it, some stuff he had with him.
Wait, salve? Like
He
Savlon?
doesn't have it analyzed. Then I don't know whether to just get drunk or give up the practice of
Which
medicine.
is like a cream to help heal wounds. I don't know if that's a universal thing or not, so...
Have you any news?
Not very good news, I'm afraid. The President accepted your suggestion and cabled the invitations for a meeting.
Okay, but they won't arrive for ages.
Let me read you some of the replies. The Premier wishes to inform the government that it will be impossible for him to attend the meeting suggested by the President unless the meeting is held in Moscow. The suggestion would be unacceptable to His Majesty's government at the present time. Representation could be sent only if the meeting were held in Washington.
Well then, surely one stay out of the lot. Couldn't they just wire what they wanted to say to them afterwards?
I will not speak with any one nation or group of nations. I don't intend to add my contribution to your childish jealousies and suspicions.
Our problems are very complex, Klaatu. You mustn't judge us too
Unless
harshly.
he wants to kill everyone at once.
Your impatience is quite understandable.
I'm impatient with stupidity. My people have learned to live without it.
I'm afraid my people haven't.
Yeah,
I'm very sorry.
there's a lot of stupidity in the world.
I wish it were otherwise.
But just meet with everyone other than that one place and then send the message on to everyone else afterwards. What?
Before making any decisions, I think I should get out among your people and become familiar with the basis for these strange, unreasoning attitudes.
Under the circumstances, I'm afraid that's impossible.
Yeah, it'd be a bit weird as well. Oh, let's just let an alien
To
roam.
leave the hospital, our military people have insisted on this.
Sorry, spaceman. Great. Lock him in. He could just probably walk out of the window. Or he could just get through it anyway. It's cuts a hole in the door. It's open. It just picks the lock.
Got away. What? Get every available man.
Fairly sure he's not doing any harm. Man from Mars escapes. Different montage to what I'm used to in these older films, because normally they do a lot of bombastic editing for showing these montages, like zooms and crossfades, and
He's not 8 feet tall as reported, nor does he have tentacles.
There is no denying that there is.
he's a tall man though.
That we are dealing with forces beyond our knowledge and power. Is advised to take ordinary precautions.
What does he look like? Anyone?
Thus far, scientists have refused to speak officially on just which planet until they've had an opportunity to study the ship.
Didn't occur to me, yeah.
Venus or Mars is the most likely possibility. They are the only 2 planets capable of sustaining
It didn't
life.
occur to me, yeah. He's just wearing regular clothes now, so he's like that label. He's just taken them from a dry cleaners.
Professor Habermeyer of MIT, for example.
The President has urged all citizens to be on the alert for any information about this man.
He's about to knock at your door.
Transmit such information immediately. While the President made no effort to minimize the crisis, he urged people all over the country to remain calm. Though this man may be our bitter enemy, he could be also a newfound friend.
He could be right outside your door.
And do not show the man's face. The President
Oh,
said
that's creepy.
every other federal agency
Oh, the silhouette with the backlight in.
ordinary manhunt. He warned, we may be up against powers that are beyond our control.
Creepy. His eyes just start glowing in the dark.
What is it you want?
My name is Carpenter. I'm looking for a room.
Oh, I see.
Taking the name from the label.
Are you an FBI man?
No, I'm afraid not.
He's looking for the spaceman.
I think we've all been hearing too much about spacemen.
Oh, this is Mrs. Bentz and little Bobby. I have a very nice room on the 2nd floor.
Can I help you look for the spaceman? He's got a big square head with 3 great big eyes.
It looks like a purple people eater to me.
Great for the kids, because they, back in the 50s, and that loving sci-fi and spaceman and...
Amazing!
You're a long way from home, aren't you, Mr. Carpenter?
Very long way.
Tell a New England accent a mile away.
Actually,
This creature, where is he? What is he up to? He can build a spaceship that can fly to Earth and a robot that can destroy our tanks and guns. What other terrors can he unleash at will?
he's just sitting there ordinarily having breakfast.
He must be tracked down like a wild animal. He must be destroyed. But where would such a creature hide?
He could even be at your table. Gonna study the spaceship.
There is grave danger. What measures can we take to neutralize this menace from another world?
He's the most ordinary guy.
And if we do destroy it,
Not a menace whatsoever. Oh my god. That's like the poster for the film.
George, would you turn that radio off? I'm trying to concentrate.
Why doesn't the government do something? That's what I'd like to know.
What can they do? They're only people, just like us.
People my foot. They're Democrats.
It's enough to give you the shakes. It's got that robot standing there, 8 feet tall, just waiting for orders to destroy us.
Spaceman. We automatically assume he's a menace.
Exactly.
Maybe he isn't at all.
I like her.
Maybe he's afraid.
He's afraid.
He could be afraid of human.
After all, he was shot the minute he landed here. I was just wondering what I would do.
Probably start to fall in love with
Course
him.
of action, you'd want to know more about the people here. To orient yourself in a strange environment.
There's nothing strange about Washington, Mr. Carpenter.
You sure?
A person from another planet might disagree with you.
Exactly.
And he comes from right here on Earth, and you know where I mean.
They'd come in airplanes.
I wouldn't be too sure about
Yeah, this is really good time then, this film, because of war and allies and enemies,
Mr. Stevens is here to see you.
and not knowing if someone's a spy or not a spy, that kind of thing.
Good morning. Picked up some sandwiches and put gas in the car. The radio's still on the blink, so we can forget about the spaceman for today.
I haven't anyone to stay with Bobby. I don't suppose we could take him with us.
No, I was going to say, the new man. However,
Always someone here, but today, of course,
he's
they
a
won't.
stranger.
I haven't any plans. I'd be
He's a
happy to
stranger.
spend the day with him, if you'd let me. Say, that would be great.
It's awfully nice of you to suggest it.
Stranger danger.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Carpenter. This is Tom Stevens.
How do you do, Mr. Carpenter?
Hello. Bobby and I had a fine time yesterday afternoon. I thought today you might like to show me around the city.
Bobby would love it if he found out that he's a spaceman.
Ask Bobby how he feels about it.
I think it's all right.
Because as a kid, like, you'd be like, oh, you're from space? You're a spaceman?
That's my father. He was killed at Anzio.
Maybe he'll be able to, you know, talk with him like his dad would have.
All those people die in wars.
You don't seem to know much about anything, do you, Mr. Carpenter?
I've been away a long time. Very far away.
Is it different where you've been?
Very different.
Well, they have cemeteries, but not like this one. They don't have any wars.
Gee, that's a good idea.
As it should be on Earth as well.
What would you like to do this afternoon?
Go to the movies.
All right.
No fooling, will you?
No fooling. Do you have to have money to go there?
I've got $2. Mom gave it to me.
No, I want to take you to the movie.
Only $2 to go to the cinema?
Do you think they'd accept these?
Gee, they look like diamonds.
In some places, those are what people use for money. They're easier to carry and they don't wear out.
Wait, that's their money?
Would you give me your $2 for 2 of these?
Oh my god.
Well, sure. Okay. Let's not say anything to Mom about this, though, huh?
Why not, Bobby?
She doesn't like me to steal from people.
Yep. Technically not stealing, you just bought them. You gave him $2, so... I wonder if they'll be worth anything, though.
Those are great words. He must have been a great man.
That's a really nice shot. The composition of it.
That's the kind of man I'd like to talk to. Bobby, who's the greatest man in America today?
Spaceman, I guess.
No, I was speaking of Earthmen. I meant the greatest philosopher, the greatest thinker.
Well, you mean the smartest man in the whole world?
I don't know who that would be.
Professor Barnhart, I guess. He's the greatest scientist.
It's right here in Washington.
Right near where my mom works. Department of Commerce. She's a secretary.
Funny that.
Now can we go see the spaceship?
I'm fascinated by the work they did on this film. Like, this is real. There. It's probably only one side of the ship or something.
I'd like to get inside that ship, see how it works. What do you think makes it go?
Well, a highly developed form of atomic power, I should imagine.
I thought that was only for bombs.
Oh yeah. If people find out that it works with atomic power, they might be thinking, let's harness it.
You think it can go faster than the F-86?
Yes, I should think so.
About 1,000 miles an hour?
Maybe 4,000 miles an hour. Outside the Earth's atmosphere, a good deal faster.
Well, how could they make a landing?
See, the basic problem is to overcome the inertia and...
Keep going, mister. He was falling for it.
He's not making it up.
I see a gentleman here with his little boy.
Biggest spaceship I ever saw.
Mind telling us your name?
Yeah, sure. On the news, and the people are going to see the news.
I suppose you're just as scared as the rest of us.
In a different way, perhaps.
Oh, this is just radio, I think.
I'm fearful when I see people substituting fear for reason.
Thank you very much.
Army put in charge. Read all about it.
Washington Express AM, maybe? I'm not sure.
Army put in charge.
You think you'll ever find him?
I'm inclined to doubt it.
Surely him being right next to it, though, someone is going to spot him.
Inertia is the property of matter by which it remains in uniform motion unless acted upon by external force.
I'll bet that's just the way Professor Barnhart talks.
Let's go and see Professor Barnhart.
You're kidding, aren't you? Bet you'd be scared.
Maybe we can scare him more than he can scare us.
Yeah, trust me.
I like you, Mr. Carpenter. You're a real screwball.
When he finds out he's a spaceman, he'll definitely think he's a screwball.
Spaceman still at large.
I really like this film. It kind of feels like an extended Twilight Zone episode, though. A little bit, to me. Something about it.
Maybe he isn't home. Gee, I'll bet you this is where he works.
To be fair, if he's one of the most important people, maybe he's been hired in to go over details about it, maybe? Oh, he's a proper... is it a physicist? With all the equations? He's like, that's how you time travel. He's got it all wrong.
It's a problem in celestial mechanics.
I'll bet he's the only one in the world that knows the answer.
No.
He doesn't know the answer.
He
He'll
doesn't.
never get it that way.
We probably couldn't get to see him even if he was home.
If you pick the lock, or the other side's open.
Hey, where you going?
If he's that difficult to see, perhaps we ought to leave a calling card.
The correct details on the board. Gonna finish it off.
Did he do it wrong?
Is he marking it? He is. Uh-oh.
What are you doing in here? How dare you write on that blackboard? Do you realize the professor's been working on that problem for weeks?
He'll solve it in no time now.
How did you get in here, and what do you want?
I walked him.
Professor Barnhart.
Well, he's not here, and he won't be back till this evening.
Got very nice writing for a spaceman.
I think he'll want to talk to me.
He will once he sees the equation on the board.
I wouldn't erase that. The professor needs it very badly.
Some man's just broken into your office and is writing on your board. That street looks like the Twilight Zone street. Well, I keep making reference to it because I have been watching that.
Yeah, he's right inside.
Tell him I'd like to see him.
Okay, come on in.
Is that... No.
Your name, Carpenter?
Yes?
I've been looking for you all afternoon.
It was a wonderful day.
You still haven't answered my question.
You know how I feel, Tom.
Which is?
I just want to think it over.
The boss is leaving for Chicago tomorrow. If I could tell him that I was getting married and had 2 dependents.
You're a good salesman, but I've got to think about it.
A good insurance salesman wouldn't give you time to think about it.
I'm hoping he asked her properly, though. Not just like, hey, would you want to get married? Got to do it romantically. You got to take her out for dinner and, woo her a bit. Not just like, hey, I got a car. Fancy it?
Good evening, Mr. Carpenter.
Good evening.
Mr. Brady's a government agent.
Have a nice day, dear.
We had a swell time. We went to the movies and had some ice cream cones, and then we went to see Daddy.
I don't know how to thank you.
I enjoyed every minute of it.
Better get going, Mr. Carpenter.
So he's taking him away because they found him.
Good night, Bobby. Good night.
Why did Mr. Carpenter have to go with Mr. Brady?
I don't know. Maybe it was a mistake.
It's a work thing.
We sure had fun today. We saw the spaceship, and we went to see Professor Barnhart.
Professor Barnhart?
Do I have to go to school tomorrow?
Yes, of course, dear.
I was hoping I could go out with Mr. Carpenter again.
I'm wondering if maybe she doesn't... Is she starting to not trust him?
The professor's in his study.
Is that the professor?
This is the man you wanted to see, Professor.
He looks like a professor.
Thank you, Captain.
I'll wait outside.
Wait.
You wrote this?
It was a clumsy way to introduce myself. But I understand you're a difficult man to see. Thought you'd have the solution by this time.
Not yet. That's why I wanted to see you.
He's so familiar.
With variation of parameters, this is the answer.
How can you be so sure? Have you tested this theory?
I know it. Trust me.
I find it works well enough to get me from one planet to another.
Me. I'm the spaceman.
I am Klaatu. I spent 2 days at your Walter Reed Hospital. If you're not interested, or if you intend to turn me over to your army, we needn't waste any more time.
Oh, he'll be interested. I presume.
Please thank General Cutler. Tell him that I know this gentleman.
He reminds me of the older man...
It isn't faith that makes good science, Mr. Klaatu. It's curiosity.
In...
Sit down, please. There are several thousand questions I'd like to ask you.
I'm thinking the old man in Bedknobs and Broomsticks. It can't be him, though.
I would like to explain something of my mission here. We know from scientific observation that your planet has discovered a rudimentary kind of atomic energy. We also know that you're experimenting with rockets. So long as you were limited to fighting among yourselves, we were unconcerned. But soon, one of your nations will apply atomic energy to spaceships. That will create a threat to the peace and security of other planets.
Oh, they can time travel as well, then. As you say, will.
I came here to warn you that by threatening your planet faces very grave danger. I'm prepared, however, to offer a solution. What I have to say must be said to all concerned. It is too important to be entrusted to any individual.
Yeah, but someone like him, maybe. He isn't exactly any individual.
I gather that your efforts on the official level were not entirely successful.
I come to you as a last resort. Must I take drastic action in order to get a hearing?
What sort of action do you mean?
Violent action, since that seems to be the only thing your people understand.
No, you don't need to be...
Leveling New York City, perhaps? Sinking the Rock of Gibraltar?
No. None of that.
Would you be willing to meet with a group of scientists? Perhaps you could explain your mission to them, and they in turn could present it to their various peoples.
That's why I came to see you.
We scientists are too often ignored or misunderstood. We must get leaders from every field, the finest minds in the world.
This is what the guy was trying to do, kind of.
Suppose this group should reject your proposals.
I'm afraid there is no alternative.
It's either do
in
it
such
or
a case, the planet Earth would have to be...
will die.
Eliminated.
Such power exists. People who come to the meeting must be made to realize this.
But they're also going to think he's a threat.
You mentioned a demonstration of force. Would such a demonstration be possible? Something that would dramatize for them and for their people?
I mean, they kind of did with all the tanks and the guns earlier. So.
I wouldn't want you to harm anybody or destroy anything.
That's quite an interesting problem.
This is such a great premise. Spaceman coming to Earth and saying that there's something that's going to happen in the future, you need to stop it. Otherwise, we have to just eliminate you all. And at the height of the way things were in the world at that moment in time.
Well, he has his homework to keep him occupied.
He's a fine boy, Mrs.
Truly, I think so.
Warm, friendly, intelligent.
Like his mother.
But why did that man come here last night?
Well, they just wanted to ask me a few questions. Bobby and I tried to see Professor Barnhart. Apparently, they thought I was looking for secrets of some kind.
I mean, that's a good excuse. Pretty much exactly what happened, other than he wasn't looking for anything and no one found out other than that lady.
The picture starts at 8:50.
I was just talking to Mr. Carpenter.
Well, I hope Mr. Carpenter won't think I'm intruding. Excuse me, I was just going up to my room.
Tom, that was awful.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm just tired of hearing about Mr. Carpenter.
Yeah, he's gonna get jealous of him.
Himself to you and Bobby. After all, what do you know about him?
Random man in the house, but maybe. But, you know, still he shouldn't be jealous. She seems very trustworthy.
All you have to remember is first find the common denominator.
Thanks, Mr. Carpenter.
It's very helpful.
I'll say goodnight again.
Mr. Carpenter, Good night.
Good night, Mrs. Benson.
What was she gonna say?
Go to bed now, darling. You can finish that in the morning. Bobby, I think it would be better if we didn't see quite so much of Mr. Carpenter.
Gee, why, Mom?
No, because she thinks he's gonna be trouble and get the child into trouble.
Did you and Mr. Carpenter really go see Professor Barnard?
Sure we did. He wasn't there, but we went to see him, and Mr. Carpenter showed him how to do his arithmetic.
He wrote on his board. How'd you get him? Broke in?
You think he's a bank robber or a gangster, maybe?
No, dear, of course not.
Who knows?
He's a very nice man. I just think that he might prefer to be left alone, that's all.
What would have made this really interesting as well, though, is if the... Oh, I love the train set. Yes.
Your flashlight?
Half wondered if maybe he would really like UFO stuff, the kid.
I must tell you sometime about another kind of train. Kind that doesn't need any tracks.
Fly in the sky?
No tracks.
Love the music. And the lighting as well. Enough lighting so that you can tell that as well as the sound, that you can know the door's open because you saw it on the tree and everything. That's a nice shot. He's gone back to the site? What are you doing? Or just looking out for the ship. Genius. It's moving! Oh, that's so creepy. With the theremin music. I don't know Morse code. I'm trying to figure out if this stood for anything, if this meant anything. Oh, is he getting them to do that just so he can make the men distracted so they can get in? Maybe? Or not, he's going to clump their heads together. Cool. Shadow. I like that.
Gort. Moringa.
Gort. Moringa. Uh-oh. Oh, I love the set design for the spaceship, like the top of a lighthouse. Motion activated doors. For the fact that these are just lights that aren't motion activated and they've got someone like switching them on, I presume.
Imre Klaatu Narwat. Macro Pluval Barata Lukdenso Implicit. Yabo Tari Axel Bugletio Berengi Degas.
I wonder if the words actually mean anything. Like, are they actually a language, or is it something that's definitely made up?
I couldn't sleep, Mom. I had to tell you. I followed Mr. Carpenter. And where do you think he went? Right into the spaceship.
It was just a dream.
It opened up and he walked right in.
Bobby, you've been dreaming again.
Yeah. Thought she'd assume it was a dream.
Oh, don't be frightened, darling. It was only a bad dream. Tom, will you ask Mr. Carpenter to come down for a minute?
Sure.
Oh no, he won't be there.
You haven't even been out of the house.
Yes, I have.
Now, you didn't really see a spaceship.
I'd never call you a liar.
The diamond. Oh no, they're going to think he's like a diamond smuggler, because remember she said you don't know if he's like a thief or something, or oh no. And then he's going to say, oh yeah, he traded me a few. This is going to be his excuse. Don't trust him.
He's not there, but look what I found in his room.
Is it real?
Well, it looks real to me.
Well, Mr. Carpenter's got lots of diamonds. I gave him $2.
I think the guy's a crook. I never did trust him.
Told you.
Maybe he's a diamond smuggler?
Yeah, I told you. There you go. Diamonds. It just all plays itself in together.
Your shoes are soaking. Yeah, grass was kind of wet.
See? Maybe the kid is telling the truth.
I'm going now, Helen. All right.
May I see you for a minute?
Just going to lunch.
May I walk out with you?
I'm meeting you. My other half.
Oh, hello.
I'm at Bleeker's to get an appraisal on that diamond. I thought we might have lunch together.
Can I talk to you later? Oh, that'll be fine.
Well, she's actually, yeah, come on. You can come with me. You're having lunch with me instead. I don't think she likes the other guy as much.
Bobby has such an active imagination.
Did you believe what he told you? I have a reason for asking this. A very important reason.
How does he know?
What is it you want?
Before I ask you to be honest with me, perhaps I should be completely honest with you.
Oh no. The timing of that.
Just 12.
We shall be here for a little while, about 30 minutes.
Well, we can try pushing the other buttons.
It won't work.
They won't work.
This is going to seem really creepy for her.
See, the electricity's been neutralized.
Yeah, this is...
Bobby was telling the truth, wasn't he?
Oh, this is such a cool concept. But in film, for this day and age. To see it in place. Of course, shooting in the middle of the day, so you can't notice that that nothing's working, apart from the boat going along the water. It's Piccadilly Circus as well. The matte work on this as well, the matte painting work. And it perfectly gives the right overview of what the whole world would be thinking. Yeah, clothes ruined, things aren't working properly. And the level of detail they went into. Oh my god. The simplest of stuff. Yeah, look. Great details.
Brilliant idea. I never would have thought of it. Does all this frighten you? Does it make you feel insecure?
Yes, sir, it certainly does.
That's good, Hilda.
Because that's what everyone needs to be thinking right now.
With a few exceptions. And even these exceptions are remarkable.
Oh.
Hospitals, planes in flight, that sort of thing. I can tell you the president is prepared to declare a state of national emergency.
Will you please tell me where it came from?
That's what I want you to tell me.
But there are no diamonds like this any place in the world that I know of. Would you like to sell it?
No. Since my life is in your hands, I thought if you knew the facts, you'd appreciate the importance of my not being apprehended before the meeting tonight.
You hold great hope for this meeting.
I can see no other hope for your planet.
It's this or elimination.
If this meeting should fail, then I'm afraid there is no hope. It must be 12:30.
Yes.
On the dot.
Just exactly.
Back to the boarding house? I'll be safe there for the afternoon.
Tom, he was there last night when Bobby told me what he saw.
Do you think he'd tell anyone?
Yeah.
I think he'd talk to me first anyway before... Oh, we can't take any chance.
No, trust me, he would. To prove you wrong.
Well, when is he coming back?
I don't know, Mrs. Benson. He left before noon. He wouldn't tell me where he was going. Said it was something personal.
Well, please ask him to call me the minute he gets in.
He was going to check about the diamonds.
When it was discovered last night that the robot had moved, I was directed by the Joint Chiefs to find a means of immobilizing him, encasing him in a block of KL-93. It's a new plastic material stronger than steel.
KL-93.
That means we concentrate on the man. We'll get him, alive if possible, but we must get him.
Well, it'll not be fun. If you don't do it alive, then they're going to think that you are a massive hostile threat. This is the kind of... Yeah, this is the sort of... No one permitted to leave the city. Yeah, this is the kind of montage I thought they were going to do earlier. Fantastic details in this.
Call the Pentagon. Find out who's in charge of this spaceman business.
Mrs. Benson's been trying to get you all afternoon. She says it's important.
Get this other call first.
Oh, Mrs. Benson, he just walked in.
I have some terrific news about your friend, Mr. Carpenter.
He is an alien.
Nobody's ever seen a stone like that. Why is it nobody knows anything about him? Why hasn't he got any money?
All right, Tom, it's true. You got to promise me you won't say a word to anybody.
Are you crazy after what happened today?
It's for a reason. For the world.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. We mustn't do anything about it. Believe me, Tom, I know what I'm talking about.
He's a menace to the whole world. It's our duty to turn him.
The guy is an idiot. Does kind of want to protect, I know, but...
He told me why he came here.
Oh, don't be silly, honey, just because you like the guy. You realize, of course, what this would mean to us. I could write my own ticket. I'd be the biggest man in the country.
Oh.
Is that what you're thinking about?
Yeah, that's all he's thinking about. I could be important. I could get money.
Hey, Tom, this is the most important
What's his name,
thing in the
Margaret?
world.
General Cutler.
Tom, you mustn't. You don't know what you're doing. It isn't just you and Mr. Carpenter. The rest of the world is involved.
I don't care about the rest of the world.
Okay, all right then. You're going to die then.
You'll feel different when you see my picture in the papers.
Feel different right now.
You wait and see. You're going to marry a big hero.
She doesn't
I'm not going to marry anybody.
Helen,
Yes, come on,
Hello,
Alan.
General Cutler? No, I don't want to speak to his aide. I want to speak to the general.
Stop talking on the phone. He's annoyed and upset her, and now he's just continuing on his idiocy.
That's right, General. That's where he
He's
stays.
still doing it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stevens. Deploy all Zone 5 units according to Plan B.
They don't care about anybody else other than capturing this guy, this alien, the spaceman.
When deployed according to Plan Baker.
Plan Baker. It's going to terrify everyone. And especially because I think, yeah, this is just everyday people going about the business in real life, I think. Might be wrong. Mind you, they could be the back streets of like a studio's back lot or something.
I'm sure Barnhart can arrange to hide me until the meeting.
Where's the meeting going to be?
At the ship.
Oh my god. Right there in front of everyone.
Got in a taxi cab and went off down that street.
Thank you, son.
They did do it in the most hidden place, did they really?
Yellow cab moving north on 14th Street from Harvard Street.
I suppose maybe they wanted to do it in front of the spaceship to prove to everyone that he is the spaceman.
Looks like something big's going on.
Yeah. It's coming after you.
A report when target vehicle passes your position.
It just did. Yeah.
Worried about Gort. I'm afraid of what he might do if anything should happen to me.
Oh, will he go on like a rampage?
There's no limit to what he could do. He could destroy the Earth.
Oh, okay.
If anything should happen to me...
Should probably tell people that.
You must go to Gort. You must say these words. Klaatu, Barada, Nikto.
Klaatu, Barada, Nikto.
Klaatu, Barada, Nikto.
You must remember those words.
Will Klaatu say stop?
Yellow cab heading northwest at Columbia Road in Connecticut.
The mixture of on-set location and rear screen projection shots, but they've done really in-depth work on. They grab all of the on-location stuff and then they've gone in for every single vehicle that has a talking spot. They've done it all on rear projection.
What's going on here?
You might want to turn around. No. Will he heal?
Get that message to Gort.
He should heal if they don't kill him fully. Do you remember what happened with the bullet? Just so happened to be right outside a police station. Hide. He isn't going to be as forgiving this time. I think I'm about to get frightened again. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this would be the first time she's seen him. Or seen anything. Careful. Don't do that. Oh. Say the words. That's such an awesome shot. Oh, yes. Oh, that's a beautiful shot, although the shadow is coming from the other side of the shot to where the camera is. Klaatu, say the words now.
Klaatu, Barada, Nikto.
I like that. There's the recording of the shot to make it look like it's his vision. Brilliant. Please tell me that was... Oh, he trusts me or something. And they've got strings holding it up. Presumably because the actual robot... Oh no, it's a man in a suit, so... Yeah, that's likely not her there, so... Oh, the shots are great. The size difference, that's likely... She does a great scream, that Scream Queen type scream with the shadow and everything. I was loving it. It reminded me of Fay Ray and King Kong. No. It's keeping it protected, I suppose.
Yes, we have the body here now, locked in a cell. There's no question about it, General. He's dead, all right.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Bring in a squad of men, Lieutenant. Place a guard around that cell. Yes, sir. Captain, don't let anyone in or out of the building. Yes, sir.
Come on, Gort. God. So he's doing similar to what I said earlier with the door in the hospital. Yeah, I think because of the size difference, they're using dummies with a man inside a suit, like a slightly smaller size dummy, to make it seem massive. But then they have that shot, which is normal. Possibly just because the person couldn't actually hold a real human, because they're too heavy. Like an operating table. Thank you so much for recommending this, by the way. Or for requesting this, I should say.
I'm very sorry, but I have to ask you to call off this meeting. The robot's on the loose now, and it's not safe around here. You'll have to get your people out of this area.
It's like a massive CAT scan. I presume that's kind of what it's meant to be. Charging him up. Back to full health.
I thought you were...
I was.
He has the power of life and death?
And power is reserved to the Almighty Spirit.
What did he do then? Reverse?
Can restore life for a limited period.
But...
Oh, so he's gonna die still.
You mean how long will I live? That no one can tell.
No, I thought he was gonna... He just somehow restored his life completely.
Under the circumstances, the army people have asked us to leave. Since their concern is for our safety, I can do nothing but
behind you.
I am leaving soon, and you will forgive me if I speak bluntly.
You're all idiots.
The universe grows smaller every day, and the threat of aggression by any group can no longer be tolerated. There must be security for all, or no one is secure.
The fear, their eyes.
This does not mean giving up any freedom, except the freedom to act irresponsibly. Your ancestors knew this when they made laws to govern themselves and hired policemen to enforce them. We of the other planets have long accepted this principle. We have an organization for the mutual protection of all planets and for the complete elimination of aggression.
Like an intergalactic patrol.
The test of any such higher authority is, of course, the police force that supports it. For our policemen, we created a race of robots.
Oh.
Their function is to patrol the planets in spaceships like this one and preserve the peace. In matters of aggression, we have given them absolute power over us. This power cannot be revoked. At the first sign of violence, they act automatically against the aggressor. We live in peace, without arms or armies, secure in the knowledge that we are free from aggression and war.
I kind of prefer that.
Free to pursue more profitable
It makes more
enterprise.
sense.
We do not pretend to have achieved perfection, but we do have a system, and it works. It is no concern of ours how you run your own planet. But if you threaten to extend your violence...
It's fair warning.
This Earth of yours will be reduced to a burned-out cinder.
This is very good warning. Do not do anything.
Join us and live in peace, or pursue your present course and face obliteration. We shall be waiting for your answer. The decision rests with you.
Yours. Oh, I'm very hoping that the planet decides to... Oh, this is so good. Just silent shots. Everyone's stunned to silence.
Gort, Baringa.
Is that it then? Is that him going? Leaving? Superb work though, because all they needed was just a little bit on the edge and then add a glow in. And I presume a model double mixed with real. Brilliant. Ah, well done. That mix to the end sign as well. I thoroughly enjoyed that. It felt like a really nice mix of different sort of sci-fi genres that I'd either seen or heard of, or I have seen in other mediums. It also reminded me, I don't know why, it felt very Twilight Zone-esque, but like a longer Twilight Zone-esque episode. Even though so far all the Twilight Zone episodes I've seen aren't necessarily like that. I think it just might be the styling, but really good film. Like it being made at that specific time in the world with that threat of the Cold War, and that did a really good job of it summed up, I think, that the way the world felt at the time. This is what we should be like. We should just be all for peace, because you never know where this threat is coming from, and the more we have peace, the less obliteration and elimination we're going to have. Anyway, apparently Lock Martin, the guy who plays the robot, is it Gort from what I remember? Yes, it is Gort. He is the doorman at Grauman's Chinese theatre and was cast because he was almost 7 foot tall. He couldn't actually carry Patricia Neal. Do you remember I said in the film I wondered if it was a dummy in the arms, etc.? Well, apparently, yes. He couldn't actually carry Patricia Neal, so in shots from the back, when he's carrying her, it's actually a lightweight dummy in his arms. He also had difficulty with the heavy Gort suit and could only stay in it for about 30 minutes at a time. Imagine how long that must have taken them to film that entire scene, like towards the end, where he's there, he's got to carry her to the ship. And bear in mind how slow he walks in those scenes. A fiberglass statue of the robot, several inches taller than Lock Martin in his foam suit, was also made for shots in which the robot was to be stationary. A large bust of just the robot's head with a remote-controlled visor was used for close-ups of Gort firing his death ray. Oh, there you go. So whether or not the spaceship was fully made on set, it does say here that the spaceship was made of wood, wire, and plaster of Paris. I only say that because I wonder if they only built the front side that we see, and I'm wondering if the back end was not made, because we never see the back end. We see certain angles of it, but that could be the same side we're seeing again, if that makes sense.
Lock Martin, who was a very tall man.
Yeah. We knew we needed somebody inside a suit. Today we'd make an actual robot and it would run, but we didn't in those days have the means to do it. So we knew we needed somebody inside of a suit. We didn't know, this was the days, this was early 50s, before these 7 foot tall basketball players that started being developed. There was no tall people around. We didn't know who we were going to put in that. And somebody remembered that there was an extremely tall man that was a doorman at Grauman's Chinese Theater up in Hollywood. And we went up and saw this man, and he was 7'1" or something like that. And he's the man that's inside the suit.
You know the scene where I said it looks like Patricia Neal is being held up by wires? Well, that is at 1 hour and 20 minutes and 18 seconds into the film. The wires are clearly visible, and although the actor playing Gort was tall enough, apparently he had a difficult time moving around in the heavy costume, and subsequently was unable to lift or carry the actress for this scene without additional support. So there you go, that's why in one random scene there are additional support wires.
Lose him behind this gate.
Right.
We stopped the camera, held the camera right here, took a half hour, got a rig in, put a belt on her, got a wire, so she's hanging from a rig on a wire, so he's carrying her with no weight on him.
Uh-huh.
We had a big derrick there. Now this is a double he's carrying, a dummy, very lightweight dummy. He could handle that. But we had to see her in his arms. So while we had the camera stopped behind that, he was behind the gate there, we got this derrick in with a wire, and we put a rig on her, around her waist.
Right.
Got the wire down, hooked it to the rig on her dress, took all her weight was on the wire from the rig, lifted her up, turned him around, put her down in his arms, and then started him walking, started the camera. We panned just enough so we could see him carrying the actual actress. And then we cut to the reverse shot with the dummy.
I really want to look up about that guy. Sam Jaff is his name. Wait, it is him as the bookman in Bedknobs and Broomsticks. I was right. It is him, Sam Jaff. That's so funny that I recognised him. Apparently the equations seen on Professor Barnard's blackboard are authentic physics that describe a particular form of the famous three-body problem in Newtonian gravitation, a problem which has no general closed-form solution. Such many-body problems are central to navigation in interstellar space. The manner of writing and organization of the terms show that a real physicist had produced the work.
After Sam Jaffe was cast, I was asked by the casting director to recast him. I said, what? Please. Here's a whole list of people who can play him, you know. I said, I want Jaffe. I said, you're talking politics, I know you are. He said, please don't make it tough for me. I said, I don't want to make it tough for you, but I'm not going to do it for that reason. He said, we'll pay him off. I said, look, I better talk to Zanuck about this. And in 2 minutes, Zanuck said, oh, forget it. Go ahead with,
Anyway, thoroughly enjoyed that. Those effects were mind-blowing for the most part. They were just, yes, okay, could be seen as a bit dated by now, but they were still brilliant. To give the appearance of seamlessness to the spaceship, the crack around the door was filled with putty, then painted over. When the door opened, the putty was then torn apart, making the door seem to simply appear.
This is, of course, the spaceship was put in by animation later on.
It's very convincing.
Isn't it? I went back and had quite a lot of time with Bert Lees and kind of selected all the locations and had kind of this style of shooting, the type of shooting, so that he did pretty much the pattern that we agreed on when I was back there with him. But he shot there for about 2 weeks on all this stuff. And then, of course, those shots with the saucer in were all designed very carefully and
this is really what sells.
Yeah, with that shadows, you see. Yeah.
Shots that were superimposed. There was matte paintings in there. This is from what I could tell. I could be wrong by some of the stuff, but it seemed like, there was one of my favorite shots was you had a moving background, like there was people moving in the background, and I don't think it was a faded in shot of another shot. I don't think it was two plates and one faded into one another. I believe that it was not so much a matte painting, but like a cutout from one frame from one plate, and that was superimposed over the rest of the shot. I think, I could be wrong, but I think that's how they did it. And then they had it disappear, and so it looked, and it could have been that it was two shots merged into, just faded into one another with that sort of glowing effect. Could have been that, but I don't remember seeing, I could be wrong when I go to edit this, but I don't remember seeing the crowd change, the crowd, merge into one another or fade into one another.
Is this a process? Is this some kind of thing that you put in there?
Yeah. Now, all these scenes around this spaceship on the ground were all shot on what was then 20th Century Studios back lot next to the studio.
Which is now Century City?
It's all Century City. It's all Century City has all been done the last.
This is a spectacular.
Yeah,
that's a second unit shot where they put it in afterwards.
No, I shot that, but we doubled up. There's a tremendous number of people. So what you do with something like that, you put all the people in like 1/4 of that shot, and then you get that shot, and then you can put them over to the next quarter. So it was a multiple exposure using doubling those people about 4 times.
Now, as I recall, they all start to run in a minute, and there's a slight sort of. Undercrank.
There is one.
They weren't going fast enough to suit you.
Right. We had every other frame it because it was when we cut it in the sequence, it just seemed too slow. I couldn't seem to get them going fast enough, so we had to take the film that we had in every other frame, which made it a little too fast, a little too unreal. But that was better than the slower version.
So I think that's how they did it. I think they had the guns and that overlaid over the top, and then they faded it away. In the most simplest of terms. There were some other great ones in there, like the way they added in the effect of the glowing ship. When we see the ship take off, I think it's just the ship taking off and probably like a black background or something, and then they superimpose and cut out the light in the foreground or something. Or some of those lights are part of the effect as well. Really hit the mark for me. As a sci-fi story, I just loved it.
This must be another wire.
Yes, another wire arrangement. But no, I think his butt was on a dolly underneath. I think that's what we did there.
Patricia Neal admitted in interviews that she was completely unaware during the filming that the film would turn out so well and become one of the great science fiction film classics of all time. She assumed it would just be another one of those then current and rather trashy flying saucer films, and found it difficult to keep a straight face while saying her lines. You learn a new thing every day. When did you guys first see this? I'd be so interested in knowing your thoughts on it when you first saw it. And do you know anybody that saw it when it first came out and what their thoughts on it were with the state of the world the way it was at the time?
I didn't think of it in terms of our own biblical background story. I was thinking simply of Klaatu and the situation here and what happened on mechanics. It was going to work, and would we believe it? Would it be real? Would we accept it? And try to make that as believable as I could without thinking of it in relation to the religious aspect. So it was only later that somehow it was borne in on me.
One of the many reasons Michael Rennie was cast as Klaatu was because he was generally unknown to the American audiences and would be more readily accepted as an alien than a more recognisable actor. Studio head Daryl F. Zanuck had shown the script to Spencer Tracy, who was eager to play the role. Producer Julian Blaustein objected, saying that the audience would have numerous expectations about the character upon seeing an actor of such repute emerging from the flying saucer. I kind of get what he means. Fortunately, Zanuck agreed, and Rennie was cast instead.
I got a call from Daryl Zanuck. I was under contract with 20th Century Fox in the early 50s. And I got a call from Daryl Zanuck one day. He said, producer Julian Blaustein has a script I think you might find interesting. Why don't you go over and talk to him about it and see if you like it? That's the way it started. So I came into it after the first draft script had already been done by Edmund North, the screenwriter. So I went down and met Julie. We chatted about it a minute. He told me some thinking about it, gave me the script. I took it over to my office immediately and read it, loved it. I liked the whole idea of it very much, and I liked particularly what I had to say about the threat of atomic war and atomic power, and turned out to be nuclear war. So I went back immediately and said, that's fine. I'd love it, Julie. Let's get together and make it.
The studio is run very, very strongly by Daryl F. Zanuck. Daryl F. Zanuck was very, very much a story producer, had produced films on his own, obviously, and everything I think that Daryl Zanuck greenlit had to have a strong dose of reality and something that people could relate to. Julian was a very classy, well-read, story-oriented producer who made very thoughtful films.
Julian was always interested in stories that had some social value.
Julian was very careful in the films he made and very careful about making them. He was very hands-on.
Julian went to work for David Selznick as story editor until Selznick really went out of business. While waiting for a job opportunity, he decided he wanted to make a science fiction movie.
Julian Blaustein was very friendly with Daryl Zanuck, and at that point had started hearing a lot of stories about flying saucers. He went to Zanuck and basically said, I'd like to do a movie about flying saucers, and Zanuck gave his approval.
With the help of the Fox Story Department, which was one of the best, we called and called and called, and I read a couple of hundred science fiction stories and novels. And one day, one of the assistants in the story department came to me and said, there's a core here of an idea that I'd like you to read. It was so Harry Bates's story, Farewell to the Master. And I just didn't like very much about the story, but what I did like really started the wheels turning.
My name is Hiram, not Harry, Hiram Gilmore Bates.
The cinematography in this was beautiful. There was a couple of scenes in there that I really loved. The cinematography and the lighting sort of paired together really, really well. The scene where Carpenter, the spaceman, was it Klaatu? Was that his name? When he was leaving the house and going to the spaceship, and we saw him leave and then walk off, and then we don't pan back to the door, but we see the light of the door. And I always feel like that's a very major part of film, of looking good on film, is to have great lighting to pair with great cinematography, and I feel like this does that very well. Okay, it's not the most standout of cinematography from films that I've seen, but it's still wonderful, and there are some really great compositions in this, like the shot of Bobby and Klaatu by the Abraham Lincoln statue. That one has great composition to it, but that's just one out of every shot in the film. There's some fantastic composited shots. Oh, here's a piece of information I absolutely love. It's about the theremins. Bernard Herrmann, a master of unconventional orchestrations, used 2 theremins to create his eerie music, cementing the early electronic instruments' association with science fiction. Wait! This is the film that associates theremins. I always associate theremins with science fiction, that kind of ooh kind of sound. I always experience that and think of science fiction or haunting, eerie type stuff. And this is the reason why. This film must have been the reason why then. Oh wow, according to Danny Elfman, you know, the composer Danny Elfman, Bernard Herrmann's score inspired him to become a composer. That's amazing that it sparked an entire career for him.
The music is so significant in this film. Were you stunned by the contribution it made when it came?
Absolutely, because I didn't know about the theremin and the electronic stuff they used. It just added such a dimension and an element and a feeling to the whole thing, and that kind of outer worldliness that we needed so much.
The theremin comes from the cradle of electronic instruments, and it is entirely gestural. The closer my hand is to the antenna, the higher the note is that you hear coming out of the little speaker down below. As I move away, the note gets lower. The same principle applies to the volume antenna. I can control the volume of what you hear by the proximity of my left hand to this ring antenna. So when I move away, it gets louder. And as I move closer, it gets softer and softer and softer.
I felt that film did a really great job at, and I've mentioned this in there as well, I think it did a really great job of on-location filming mixed with in-studio filming, merged together to make it look like it was one thing, like the army men sat around in the cars. And then those were interspliced with in-studio scenes of them shot with rear screen projection. Oh, the army apparently refused to cooperate after reading the script. The studio then had to approach the National Guard, which had no qualms about seeing the army depicted in a less than flattering light, and gladly offered their cooperation.
All this equipment is not the real army. You know, when you want some help and equipment and personnel from one of the armed services, you have to submit a script to them.
Don't I know it? I did it with the day after, and they said N.O.
Well, they turned us down on this. We didn't need much from them. We thought we'd get those jeeps and some tanks, from them. And I guess they didn't like the message. And so we had 20th Century Fox had a very good office there, a lobbyist. He got his right idea, and he went over to the National Guard that morse. They had no problem with it. So all the soldiers and the equipment, everything we see in the picture, are all actually from the National Guard.
Luckily for us, in 1940, he writes a little story called Farewell to the Master, which turns into one of the great science fiction movies of all time, The Day the Earth Stood Still.
The robot in Farewell to the Master was spelled differently, G-N-U-T, and I think he was a little bit different than the steel incarnation created by the designers on The Day the Earth Stood Still.
I think the super robot idea in the movie has such a better twist in the Bates story, because to have the robot declare that he is the master takes all humanity out of it. There's no going back. There's not like, well, we created a race of super robots and given them total control, still implies you have some control because you gave them control.
The film was shot on the 20th Century Fox backlot, which is now an upscale office complex known as Century City. I loved the interior of the ship set. I thought that was really lovely. I still think it kind of reminded me of the top of a lighthouse though. Okay. The design of the spaceship was reportedly based on the interior of a Frank Lloyd Wright office building. What? This was the second big-budget science fiction feature film to be released by a major American studio since Just Imagine in 1930. This was only the second Yeah, and then the first was RKO's The Thing from Another World in 1951. I believe it was originally a short story. Yeah, the original title was Farewell to the Master, and then the two versions of the films, because there's this one and then I believe it's like a 2008 one as well, they were based off of this. Oh, here we go. It's actually said that it's a thoughtful Cold War allegory. So there we go. Yeah, it was made in a climate of Cold War paranoia. Okay, so I'm glad I picked up on that then, because I'm not, like, even though I know history and some aspects, I've always been a bit vague about things like the Cold War and certain time periods as to when they would match in with it. And I probably sound kind of naive by not knowing these things. And although it was taught to me, this kind of stuff was taught to me in, you know, way back in school, it's been many years since then. And it's just information that I just haven't retained. I think that today, if this film was shown on TV, it most likely still is. But I think this still holds up today, even with the effects. Oh, fun little fact of my own, by the way. I noticed while editing something to do with, you know, when the day stands still and we see shots of the cities supposedly at standstill, all the traffic is frozen. Well, it quite literally is frozen because they take a snapshot of the image of the traffic moving and then they've frozen that frame and cut that frame out. I couldn't really word it in text on the screen at the time, and that is the reason why there's a boat moving on the water as well, because they didn't freeze frame the boat as well like they should have. But the only way I found out how they done that shot was the very shot itself. When I zoomed in for the edit, I noticed that there's a random man on the road that just appears out of nowhere from under the road, seemingly. Could have even been a matte painting of the same traffic.
Well, here's where we had the big challenge to get to Times Square, and yet cars all stopped and the people walking, and I still don't know how the optical people did. Same thing with London and the tower there and everything.
Ain't movies wonderful?
Same thing here in the Arc and then Champs in Paris, and that was all done. That was all done. A combination of real shots and doubled in. I don't know how they did it all. They did it all in the optical room. The stock shots where we could use them, like Times Square, for instance, and the one in London with the tower and all that, and. Got those, and then took it to the optical people and said, "Listen, we've got to get the car stopped and all moving traffic stop and let the people still walk." So they did some kind of a double thing, I guess. They took one, made one, and stopped all the traffic, and held a frame and whatnot, and then printed over it. Isn't that a good idea?
The wonderful line, you know, Klaatu, Barada, Nikto is from the movie and not from our pal Harry Bates.
One irony is that in their making of the film, The Day the Earth Stood Still, they used only two things from my story. One, the name of one character, and the other, the idea that a ship from alien parts landed right there in the heart of Washington, and there went through the pages that I had in the story. In those days, authors had no rights. When you sold to Street and Smith, you sold all rights. They bore all rights to Farewell to the Master. So, Street and Smith, owning all the property rights, when they were approached by 20th Century Fox to buy the property, they didn't have the faintest idea how to negotiate, the faintest idea of the value of the story. And you know what they sold the story for? $1,000. I got half. On the way, that's $500. Now, he was, as a personal friend of mine, he was not going to accept any fee from me, but I made him take the 10%. So I got from that $450.
That's it, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this. Now what we're going to do is, like I do with all my film reactions, I'm going to give you guys a certain secret phrase. So if you've seen it to this very point in the video, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. It means the world, and it means, quite literally, it means the entire earth depends on it. thank you. As I always do with my film reactions, I like to give you guys a secret phrase to say thank you. And so you guys can say thank you to me by letting me know that you've watched it till the very end. All you gotta do is pop in the comments the secret phrase I'm gonna tell you, and then only people that have seen the video till the very end will understand and know what the comments are regarding, and will know that secret phrase, and it will let me know. I have found the perfect quote as the secret phrase. Klaatu, Barada, Nikto. Or just feel free to say thank you so much in the comments, whatever you'd like to do. It's absolutely fine. It felt like a proper Sunday afternoon film that we can just hang out and chill out and watch together. What did you guys think? Did you think the same thing? Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, if you do want to check out the full uncut reaction to this, you can see it over on the Patreon page or as a YouTube member as well. They're all over there as uncuts, which basically is it's an uncut reaction which you can watch along with me. So you queue up the film, you press play as soon as it hits 0 on my countdown, and then you basically watch the film alongside me. So you'll need the 2 screens or like a split screen, and then you'll be able to watch each one of us, both the film and me. And yeah, do it that way around. That's all for today, guys. Thank you so much. Feel free, if you'd like to subscribe, you can do. You don't have to, but it's absolutely free, and it means that you get to hang out with a wonderful community that we've got here. We also have a Discord as well if you want to go and check out that and hang out there and have a chat with everybody. Quick addition, by the way, I've just noticed something after I stopped recording for this video. I had a piece of fluff just there that I don't think was there the entire time I was watching the film, but I believe it was there from probably just after watching the film. The struggles of wearing something that's like this is that stuff sticks to it. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and hopefully I get to see you guys next time. Bye-bye. If you're still here to the very end, then thank you so much, and also a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons: Roger C. Griffith, Douglas Collier, Terry V, Miggy Love, Chris Holmes, Jojo, Thomas Masters, Shoehorn1234, Res, Patrick Durr, Andrew Blount, Carlos, Marla Mize, Rob, Chandra Blair, Scott, Paul Zawicki, Randy, Kirsten, Juan Pablo Camero, JL, Maggie, Freya Alexandra, Milo, Miranda, Edna, Gina Aman, Tess Avaland, Olivia, Maria Stoicheva, Neno, Megan Janoviak, Rainy Tomo, Strawberry Tree, Kirsten Bailey, Boobly Boo, Louise Vanderhoven, Aubrey Terry, Wraithist, Heidi Steele, City D, Bumblebee, Joshua, Jesse, Rena Burrow, Meet, Lolita Verbakovskia, Eli, Holly Jeffries, Alenka Hafner, HM Garth, Chloe Grover, Neb, Kyle Baker, Abby Barker, Tom Tattershall, Kristen Olds, Tilly Chum, Laura Hutchison, Tara M. Wilcoxon, Sazzy Nation, Ferdinand Pitchard, Jimma K, Sphere, Mel Days, Fran in the Pen, BG, Tara, Rags and Muffins, Nameless Human Being, Deb, Philippa Chapman, Emily, Panda, David Wayne Fox, Jessica Asakovich, Sue Pro, Naja in Workshop, Mike Tunnicliffe, Wolfgang Wolf, Lee, Harvey, Ankame, Aninya, Evan G, Violet Aurora, Pamela Chandler Rash, Scott Howard, Joshua, Robert Williams, Steve Webster, Amanda, Lipaz, Jamie Dodds, King, Happy Go Lucky, Caitlin, Analytical Guy, Maria Torres, Cliff Adams, Jonathan, Dirk, Annie Bonds, Crystal Appleby, Scorpius, Monica Murphy, Sebastian Saint-Ange, Varga, Leslie McKittrick, Nick Stark, Number 1 Carez, Jen, Biff McKeldin, Birgit, Stephanie Collins, Emily, Ken Duncan, Max, Helena Klitsch, Amy Quattlebar, Ry Levi, Wayne DeFries, JJ, Mikhail Augustine Reed, Malcolm Hope, Lee Hallam, Bill Waite, Charlie Elkin, Mika Least, Jeffrey Welton, Aleidoscope, George, Ingrid, Stephanie Sexton, Jude, Bera, Robinio GD, Catherine Ellis, Vincent Pare, Sammy Fan, Eric Jansen, David K, Stephen, Edcat, MB8, Border Collie Lover 223, Caitlin, Juiced, The Gallifreyan Rebel, James, Johnny115, Tim, Paul Hess, Frank Tex, Marie Clark, Robin, Matt Quinn, Offer Rock, Bruce Heckerman, Joe, Victoria Helm, James Melton, Beatrice Soiler, Siegfried, and Clara Grow-Louis. If you'd like to see more videos, there's some more on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you next time.